some Love After Lockup updates. First, starting off with Daonte. So he revealed that he's currently on a road trip headed to Nashville, and he's now officially in Nashville hanging out with Troy and Zeruiah. He posted this picture, and some people are like, okay, why are they hanging out with each other? Well, apparently, remember that network I told you guys about called Making Magic Productions or whatever? They had a show that they invited Troy and Zeruiah to be on. Like, they're supposed to be on this poly show where they're gonna find another girlfriend. Then they had Ashley. They invited her to do a show where she was gonna be in a house dating like 20 single guys. But then Ashley flipped on the network and started calling them unprofessional and saying she was no longer gonna work with them because they had some kind of falling out. Well, now, since they had a falling out with Ashley, they decided to invite Daonte to do a show. He posted, new show alert, Beyond Reality is an unscripted reality series produced by Making Magic Network. The series follows authentic conversations, relationships, personal growth, entrepreneurship, family dynamics, and real-life experiences, told through the lens of recognizable television personalities and creators with proven audiences. Okay, so yeah, that already makes sense that they're going with people who've already been on TV before, who already have followers, as a way to try to build their network up. And they say that this will be available on Roku, TV, Apple, and Android devices. But I'm not gonna lie, maybe you guys have been able to find the network, but I tried to find it on my Roku and I could not find this network anywhere, because I'm gonna try to get an idea of other work that they've done before. And they're doing these shows. They haven't really announced when any of these shows are gonna start. I think Mama Karen was supposed to do a show, and she said that's probably going to be like late fall before they start. But I think they're still trying to raise money for like production and stuff, because now they're hosting these events. They have this event coming up here in just a few days, and they're going to be, I think it's going to be at like this club, and they're going to be having drinks, and they're going to be selling tickets, and so you can get in and meet Daonte, Troy and Zeruiah, and Diva. I'm pretty sure when they say Diva, they mean that one girl who was with Asante. I'm pretty sure that's who Diva is. But I don't know. I just don't see anybody like looking at these cast members. Like, maybe someone's local, but like Brittany and Marcelino, for example, like if Brittany and Marcelino were still together and if they did like some kind of appearance, I could see people getting on a plane and flying across the country to meet up with someone like that. I know personally, like when Brittany and Marcelino had a meet and greet in Vegas years ago, people were literally flying all across the country to go meet them. But I don't see anybody being like, oh my god, I need to go meet Troy and Zeruiah right now. Let me spend $500 on a flight so I can meet them. Especially after the last meet and greet they did afterwards. That's when Zeruiah was arrested for allegedly putting her paws on Troy. I mean, the case got dismissed. But it seems like Troy and Zeruiah are like their main headliners for this event, and I just don't see people wanting to support them, especially after everything that's came out. There might be a few people that show up, but we've seen their lives when they did events in the past where they're like, oh, we're going to do a meet and greet, we're going to go to the club, and then they go live, and you don't see them interacting with anybody. You don't really see anybody else around. They have another event too. There's one event on the 27th and another event for the 28th. And this is hosted by Essential Needs Nonprofit, which I thought that was interesting. So is there a nonprofit that's not, you know, nonprofits don't pay taxes, and are they using this nonprofit as a way to make this network? Because I thought it was interesting. Why is a nonprofit hosting something like this? I've never heard of something like that before, but apparently they've done events in the past, and they're selling tickets starting at $39.19. So if anyone ends up going, definitely let me know how it is. Message me on IG or email me or something. Okay, literally in the middle of editing this video, I opened up my Instagram, and Daonte is currently in Nashville with Troy and Zeruiah, and he posted this, and it says Showtime, and you can see in the background there's Troy and Zeruiah, and that lady is right in front of them with a camera. So it kind of looks like a very small production, but it looks like they're currently filming with them, and I guess they were filming with Troy and Zeruiah like right before they gave birth to their son, because they're supposed to have some show coming out like welcoming Sage, their son or whatever. And then Carrington, she posted and she said, and this is why I do what I do, because I didn't know someone with no teeth was gonna be in the picture, and she's talking about Zay's ex, McKenna, and then she ended up going live the other day, and she finally met up with London. I don't know why it took so long, because like I'm sure what we're seeing filmed now was probably, or what we're seeing on the show now is probably filmed like a year or so ago, but they just now finally met up. They went live, and she was calling him by his name, London, and he's like, no, you can call me daddy. But they look good together. I don't know why she just doesn't focus on that, because it seems like they get along great. But hell, she's still young, so she's probably enjoying just being out there playing the field. And you guys know Brooke's man that we talked about in my last updates video? I guess she's been dating this guy since the beginning of June. And she posted and said, little blurry, but still a good one. Oh, how I love doing life with you, babe. And she was making posts talking about how much she loves him. But then someone posted in a Facebook group, and they started dragging this man in Brooke's comments, and someone said, Brookie, boo, you gotta do better. The whole San Antonio area has had this man, and here's Brooke's boyfriend kissing up on another girl. I don't know when this picture was taken, but somebody ended up coming in the comments, and they said the dude that she's with is a rat, and it's not safe to be around him. Then they shared a message between them and Brooke's current boyfriend, where they're calling out Brooke's current boyfriend because he was sharing some person, and I don't know if this is a person who passed away or a person who's locked up now, but this person was like, look, I went off on them because they were sharing little bro on his page less than 5 minutes when he got out, and the rest of the homies, and he's a rat, not a gang member. And someone said, okay, what's his name? What happened? And this person said that they showed up on it, and they started commenting under Brooke's profile, all this stuff. And next thing you know, Brooke ended up deactivating her Facebook. And at this time, on June 25th, it's like 11 a.m., her Facebook page is still currently down, and I believe it's because a lot of people have been exposing him in the comments, and she's kind of trying to hide things right now. I don't know if that's why she deactivated it, or maybe she got her profile, like maybe she got in trouble and they temporarily suspended her, but that's just what I'm assuming, just based off what other people are saying. And Christiana was recently arrested again, to nobody's surprise. I keep hoping she's going to get it together one of these days, but at this point I'm starting to be convinced that she might be set in her ways. She was arrested last Sunday at like 9 in the morning for third-degree burglary. I'm not sure if she's out of jail at this time. I believe she bonded out, but I'm not 100% sure. But let me know what you guys think about everything that we talked about in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.